This must be it.
Now, Sonic!
Here goes!
Oh no! The barrier is too weak!
Now's the time.
Indeed.
Here we go!
Aloha everybody, and welcome to part 10 of Sonic and the Black Knight. So after taking out the dragon in Dragon's Lair and putting all of the swords into their pedestals, the entrance to the Dark Hollow has finally opened up, which means we're heading to the final area of the game. We're heading to the final boss of the whole entire game. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take the fight to the Wizard Merlina and end this once and for all.
I've been expecting you.
Just one question before we settle this. Why'd you do it? Weren't we trying to save this kingdom from the underworld?
This kingdom will fail one way or another. Such is its fate.
Huh?
Do you know what is to become of this kingdom?
Beats me.
Lancelot and Gawaine's rift shall doom the Round Table. Arthur is struck down by his son Mordred and departs for Avalon. This was to be our ideal world, but it will not last. King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table will end in ruin. The King Arthur my grandfather Merlin created led to nothing but mistakes. But I can succeed with the power of the scabbard, creating a kingdom that never ends.
What good is a world that goes on forever?
My sorrow at its ruin runs deeper than the depths of the underworld. Do you not understand?
No! And I don't want to!
Your efforts are futile.
No way!
Fool! The knight must always be on his guard!
It is time to end this.
Sir Sonic, you've done enough!
No, Sonic! There is no point in continuing! A knight never flees his foe, right? Ah! You fool! This no longer has anything to do with chivalry! Get out of there! Run! It was never about chivalry for me. I just gotta do what I've gotta do. That's all. Sonic!
You would not understand, nor could you understand. That's why I must do what I must do. I am finished with you.
Good as a world that goes on forever.
That sounds pretty lame.
Alright, folks, final boss time, and we're playing as super medieval Sonic. And the boss theme is kick-ass, by the way. With me is great. But this boss fight operates pretty much under the same rules as the King Arthur fights did. What you're supposed to be doing throughout the whole fight is gaining soul gauge energy, because when you use Speed Break, you then go up to Merlina, and then you have to slash her a whole bunch in order to drain her health and kill her. Without Speed Break, without the soul gauge, you can't really attack her at all. There's also a perfect hit mechanic to it. Like, the sword doesn't glow white, there's no white crosshairs, but there is a certain rhythm you want to attack Merlina in order to achieve perfect hits, because it drains her health that much quicker. So I would just get used to going like, dun, 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 and just experiment with the tempo and experiment with the feel of it in order to get perfect hits yourself. But again, to get soul gauge energy, you have to reflect her sword swings back at her. So when she's about to swing at you, the Wiimote symbol will show up. That's when you shake. Shake when the Wiimote symbol does. Dodge the bubbles. You can hit the bubbles back at her, but it doesn't really damage her or give you enough soul gauge energy. So just dodge the bubbles, counter her slashes, and then soul gauge into her for a big final beatdown.
It's over now.
There is nothing Excalibur can't cut through.
But
Can't take. That was tight.
That it was, Sonic. That it was. That, ladies and gentlemen, was the final boss of the whole entire game, so now we got our true ending at long last. You can still get items from this boss fight for later extra missions, and yes, I will be tackling some extra missions in extra videos, but as for story, we're done.
Merlina. Every world has its end. I know that's kind of sad, but that's why we gotta live life to the fullest in the time we have. At least, that's what I figure.
Grandfather.
Well done, Sir Sonic.
Thanks to you guys.
You can say that again.
To think, King Arthur was but an illusion.
The Knights of the Round Table must now disband.
What foolishness is this?
I'll say.
What are you saying, then?
Have you forgotten who I am? I am the sacred sword Caliburn. I am the one who decides who is worthy of the crown.
So then, you? You are the one and true King Arthur?
Me? Huh? Hey, cut that out!
Oh my god! Sonic was King Arthur the whole time! What? Well, that certainly is a plot twist, I guess. I mean, it's stupid and it doesn't make any sense, but whatever. But I digress, ladies and gentlemen. This has been Sonic and the Black Knight, a game that many people were very surprised to hear that I enjoyed. You know, when I think of the Dark Age of Sonic, when I think of all the bad games that were in it, I think of Shadow the Hedgehog's objectives, where you had to kill everything before you could finish a level. I think of the annoying maze levels. I think of Sonic and the Secret Ring's motion controls and how bad they were. I think of Sonic 06 and how god-awful everything was. I think of Sonic Unleashed, and while Unleashed is a game I like, I do agree that people have a reason to dislike the Werehog. People have a reason to dislike levels like Eggman Land, where they're way too long and they can get really annoyingly challenging, you know? Sonic and the Black Knight, however, has been nothing but good to me. It has consistent levels that keep the same mantra. You are Sonic, you're running, you're homing attacking, you're slashing things. The levels never really diverge from that. There might be certain little side things to do with the extra missions and stuff, but that was just another aspect of the gameplay. It never overstays its welcome. The levels never go on into the 10-minute mark. Boss fights never feel like a chore. You never feel like you're waiting for something to happen so you can attack the boss. The bosses themselves, I love fighting the Knights of the Round Table. They felt like I was playing Punch-Out again. You know, I love Punch-Out on the NES, I love Punch-Out on the Super Nintendo, I love Punch-Out on the Wii. I did a playthrough of that not too long ago. Well, actually it was very long ago. It was 2009 when this game came out. This game is 5 years old. Jesus, we're old! But, you know, I can't see any glaring problems that bothers me. Some people may be put off by the on-rails aspect. Maybe you don't like the fact that you have to use the motion control to swing the sword, but that's all you use it for. The controls are super tight. The soundtrack, oh god, Tommy Tallarico, Jun Sonoy, Crush 40, all these vocal tracks. The song we're listening to right now, Live Life, is so good! I like this game a lot. You'll never tell me it was a bad game. I consistently have played it over and over again, and it has never rubbed me the wrong way. So, I like this game. I would want Sonic and Hercules, or Sonic and the Pirates of Treasure Island next. Bring it on, Sonic Team. I'd be up for that. But that's just me. Anyway, folks, I hope you enjoyed this Let's Play. It's been fun. Fun to tackle Sonic and the Black Knight. And up next in the Sonic-a-thon, there's still going to be extra videos, don't worry. But up next in the Sonic-a-thon, if you don't watch those, I shall be looking at Mario and Sonic at the Vancouver 2010 Olympic Games. Oh, sorry, Vancouver 2010 Winter Olympic Games. Long title. And also, say goodbye to the 4Kids voice cast, because aside from one-liners in future games, this is the last one they voiced the story for. But anywho, folks, I am the Great Clement. It's been fun. Toodles.
So yeah, that's what happened. To think I was called in to be part of the tale of King Arthur. But I gotta tell you, it was no picnic.
Aren't you forgetting something?
What? All the action? All the excitement down to the wire? But man, would have thought I was the real King Arthur. Huh.
That's the lamest excuse ever! You just forgot about our date!
No, it's true, I tell ya! Yikes! No! Amy, wait! Put down that hammer!
Hey! You get